Another week from the Kingdom Game Studio. I'm your humble community servant, Chris. I'm here today again with Brandon Bauman, everyone's favorite engineer extraordinaire.
Hello.
So what's been going on this week?
This week, work-wise, still
everything.
Life.
Yes.
I think we're still working on some arena right now. I think we've been focused a lot on progression. I've been putting in tech for leveling up and unlocking new weapon abilities and stuff like that.
Oh, nice secret stuff.
Yeah.
I learned today that buffaloes is actually pluralized with E and an S. I didn't know that. So.
Well, I think it can be pluralized with just an S, E and S,
or singular and plural.
Without anything, yeah.
So I'm annoyed with the word buffalo. But it's also a verb, noun, place, so it's proper noun. And
buffalo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you're working on this new super secret in the lab mode, and we talked about it about a month ago.
Probably.
And it was like a week in development.
Yeah.
Or a week or two. And now we're at like 4 to 6 weeks in development.
Probably about 5 weeks. So
it's like
4 to 6 is.
So I'm very excited to see what surprises you got for me.
Should we open it up?
Yeah, you can click scene 1 and then boom.
This guy?
Wait, hold on. Scene 1 first. You click that. Yes!
And now open it?
Yeah.
Alright.
And then this is Macho Man Randy Savage with Conan O'Brien's, like, kind of... No, actually, that's Opie hair. That's Ron Howard hair.
Yeah, I like the red. He's got a sweet mustache and beard, too.
So this is some, like, placeholder stuff for...
Yeah.
Some secret character stuff we're not going to show off today.
You can create a character. We don't have a lot of the stuff in right now. That loaded pretty fast.
Wow.
Can move this mic.
Yeah. Wherever's easy. So, wow. So this, I remember this level seeing it as just gray boxes. I've actually not seen this. And so this is, I guess, like a first or second art pass? Like,
it's probably had more than one or
really?
two. I guess I can run around a bit. This is like
you got the parallax things and everything.
The out of arena social hub. It's possible the nav isn't set up. Oh, it looks pretty good actually. Before you could like climb up on.
Yeah.
I was trying to see if I could find any
weird slopes and stuff.
Yeah. Our level artist. He's been working on this and actually putting it into the game. Because like with our arena, you'll see that right now. It's still kind of gray boxed.
Yeah.
And he's been putting together actual arena art, but we just haven't hooked it in yet. But this, for the social area, has been hooked in, and actually looks like it's working pretty well.
Yeah, it looks awesome. Like, I haven't seen this yet. This is really cool. Like, all the shadow work's great, and all the parallax, and just... I really like the mosaic tiling, and I haven't seen... I saw a concept for that.
Yeah. So, like, this is middle... This is... oh, man. Now I'm drawing a blank. What's the sea? But here is modern day Jordan, Israel area. Canaan.
Oh, it's gonna be the mosaic map.
Yeah, this is the map. So I think this is like is the.
I see it. So it's Canaan. So yeah,
this is
the
Canaan.
sea, and you'd see the strip of Israel's right on that strip
here.
there.
And then there's a little. Yeah, so that's actually the map.
I guess this is northeast of Africa. This is where we're up here. Kind of like in this we're in this area over here. Then Africa's down here.
Yeah. This would be north.
That is north south. Yeah. That's beautiful. I haven't seen that. And then you can see there's still placeholder gray box area over there. Yeah, yes. There's still... So obviously this is still like heavily in development. All sorts of cool stuff. This is really cool. So this is...
Spear. Let me see. Trying to see if there's... The one-handed swords are broken right now, so I don't want to equip those. Oh, here we go. So we'll see this. They've set it up for this. I equipped... If you look, you can see how the abilities change if you equip a weapon.
Oh, wow.
It might have been in there before. Let me put this over here. So you can see that, like, two-handed hammer is going to be different from a two-handed sword, which is different from a spear. But for this two-handed sword, they've actually set it up where you can unlock abilities by killing people. Well...
Nice.
Defeating people in the arena. We good to enter the arena. I'm going in.
So we're in the game loop now, so to speak.
Yeah,
right?
And
we got Scott's intro animations
yeah,
all
we got
hooked up with
this,
some camera work. Oh, this is so cool.
In actually, yeah, let's see. Apparently, you can get your other dude to like run over here during the cutscene. Oh,
apparently not.
Too late. Some people are able to.
I think is Jakari's voice work still in there? That pulled out a scratch dialogue.
Oh, I have no idea. I don't know. But, all right. So apparently, the game's pretty hard right now, and I also, as you can tell, don't have any.
You don't have any abilities yet. You just have your. Wow, that's a lot of enemies.
Yeah.
Are you gonna be able to beat this?
No, I bet it's pretty hard.
So
I don't even have any bread. Oh, there's some bread.
Yeah. So this is still gray box though, so we can still see like, yeah, this is heavy in progress, but you can kind of start to see how the pieces kind of fall into place. Is it always that segmented where it's just like, all right, we're gonna polish this a lot, and then we'll start worrying about this part, or is it just kind of what gets done gets done?
Sorry, say that again. I was paying attention to the to the game.
What's that game called? This game is, the game is 5 Guardians of David. This is a new mode that's in secret development stages right now. You're speaking here with Brandon, a programmer extraordinaire.
Oh man, these guys are gonna beat me up.
You are gonna get.
I'm trying to kill one of them so I can get some bread.
So you can.
But you can see, as they're killing people, I actually unlocked this ability by killing a person, but it's actually not a very useful ability, in my opinion, because it doesn't do any crowd control. All it does is, pow, stun him, which is good against, like, if you're going to fight one strong dude or whatever, but...
Is that guy buffing these other guys?
Yeah, he, like, I think he clangs the shield. Clang and
you're
bang.
in a lot of trouble. So obviously balance and stuff is still in progress,
yeah,
too,
I'm
right?
actually putting some of that in. They've been changing up how the enemies are delivered. So yeah, the actual balancing of if I equipped one of the other weapons that has all the abilities unlocked, wouldn't be so bad. I'm kind of just cheesing it right now.
Yeah. I know you showed at the sprint review off. You were talking about kind of movement controls. Do you want to talk a little bit about that, or?
Sure. I guess it won't make a big difference if you haven't played the story mode of 5 Guardians of David, but we tried to increase the speed of acceleration, as well as put in some enemy blocking. So before, if you see right now, it's kind of instant acceleration. As soon as you move the mouse, the guy is going to be oriented towards it. Yeah. Before there was some acceleration delay. And so, like, if you went like that, it would actually take, I don't know, half a second or more to really actually change direction. And that kind of made the game feel a little bit laggy. So we've tried to improve upon that. You'll see that, you know, if you spin around, it's pretty much following it. We also added it, so there was a little bit of this before, but it really wasn't as obvious. But if you try to walk through people like that, you can't. You're stopped now. So enemies can kind of circle you in and kill you. Oh,
is that a collision thing? Is that a pathing thing? How does that work?
Mostly just use raycast. We just check a small distance in front of you and see if there's any guys that are of enemy layers, and then if they are, don't move forward.
You can impede your progress.
Yeah, and it's still not. That was pretty good. Apparently, it does a lot of damage. Let me see. 175 damage. Alright, let's check.
Yeah, these guys are really buffing each other.
Yeah, and I can do it just by cheesing around, but
jerks.
No one likes to cheese, right?
Well, everyone likes cheese. Cheese with
likes
wine.
Cheese.
Cheese with wine is really good. So, when you drop a player in the arena, like, how do they know that when you kill someone, you're going to get a new ability? Is that just something they're going to figure out? Do you expect them to attack? Like,
to be fair, I'm not really sure.
Gotcha. Is that still kind of like in-dev type stuff?
Well, yeah, I mean, we're getting the functionality in right now, so we don't want to, like... I'm sure design has their ideas for that. I haven't really asked them yet because I'm still trying to get in some of the tech behind progression. I've just recently gotten the leveling up to work separately than the game leveling up.
So you mean the story mode versus this mode? It's a different level up system, is that what you're saying?
Correct. Well, the progression is different. Like you don't gain experience the same amount, or like the levels don't take the same amount of experience because story mode, you kind of have some progression from Act 1 to Act 11, whereas in arena mode you can keep leveling and whatever.
Persistent,
so, yeah. I mean, it is persistent in the story, but I don't know the best way to say it.
You maintained your level throughout the story, but it had a clear starting and stopping point where the arena could potentially be endless.
Well, I guess in the story mode, like the missions, they have a certain amount of experience. Like kind of like our quests in the game or whatever, and you get a certain amount of experience, and that was fine tuned for the single player experience. So using those same values might not make sense in arena,
right? As
well as here we go. I've unlocked some more abilities now. Let's see what we got. I've got a buff. They can do extra damage. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
And let's see what this is. Front kick. This is a pretty funny ability. It's not that useful either, but you kick
That's
people.
Pretty good.
So I can kind of like keep a few people stun locked. Alright. See? I'm not dead.
That's pretty good, man. I'm digging it. Oh, you got a third ability now.
Yeah, the thing about these abilities is they're really not great for crowd control. I think the two-handed hammer has a bunch of like crowd control abilities. You kind of have to isolate dudes and like, stun them and kick them.
This is only wave 1.
Oh, there, I leveled up, so now the guys are going to be even harder.
Uh-oh. So as you level up, the other guys are going to get harder?
Yeah.
They're going to scale with you?
Mm-hmm. And that's actually what happens in the game. Here, I'm going to...
there's a dire wolf. There's 2 of them.
Alright. No, this weapon's a little bit better. So
Alright.
more crowd control abilities.
You got some good armor on, too. You got some deer antlers.
Do I?
And you have... Sweet. Yeah, that's the Amalekite. It's the Amalekite helm.
That's sweet.
Uh-oh.
Alright, let's see what else I got. Pull vault. Alright.
Yes.
That's pretty sweet. Flying backstab.
That's going to do well. Oh,
wow. That was cool.
So you got nice little enemy variation, the waves, you got...
I want to see what that does again.
Oh, there's all sorts of cool stuff.
Leaps behind his foes and stabs them in the back.
For 150% damage.
That sounds pretty powerful, so...
Yes. And crowd control.
So it's kind of like a...
Nice CC dodge escape tactic.
Yeah. And stuns and seems super powerful. Yeah, look at that. I'm pretty sure his buff is like stamina buff. Yeah. So not only can I use these sweet abilities, but I can use them a lot more. Look at the bread. It's so much bread.
So how is your character gonna level up? Is there like a progression scale to it? Like, are you able, in theory, are you likely to be able to just play through the entire like wave system, or are you expected to kind of Dead Rising it, where it's like, okay, you're gonna get a little bit farther this time, gain more XP, new abilities?
Oh, here we go. Look at that.
Who is that?
Oh, it's a new
wow,
big character that artists have been working on.
Yes, he is big. There's a lot of them. My.
Oh, I don't have any stun abilities.
That is a heavy dude.
Oh man, I'm dead. Nope, made it out.
They're gonna eat you or something. Those guys
so your question before, I've never played Dead Rising, but right now I'm on wave 1.
Oh,
well,
wave 1.
Yeah, wave 1, and so it's a series of
challenges.
Yeah, kind of is a good way to say it. Watch this. Oh man, but
wow.
Sorry, I was getting a little excited about that.
Those guys, man, they're gonna eat you.
Ooh, that's pretty much insta kill if I get hit by that.
Yeah, they're meat tenderizers.
So if I beat this, I think there'll be another horde or 2, and then a boss. Then I've completed. I've completed like a wave, and then wave 2 gets a little bit harder, and you'll be able to go and play lower waves than you've beaten before, but they will scale with your level. So like when you first play the first wave, you're level 1. If you then come play it at level 10, it'll be harder than it was at level 1, but it wouldn't be the same as if you're level 10 and you're playing like wave 10 or whatever. And it should still be varied and random no matter what. So it's not like every time you play wave 1 it's going to be the exact same guys, but the difficulty should be around the same based on the wave in your level.
So what does the tech look like? Like how do you figure out like what's a good scaling? Like how do you know like how much damage should you do at this level versus that level? Is that just like an algorithm you come up with, or?
To be fair, I don't really come up with that.
Oh, really?
I give the designers tools so they can, however they want to do it, they let me know, and then we do it that way.
So what is an example of the tool be then?
So like for our story mode, we just have a spreadsheet that's like for level 1 you need, it's like kind of like you need this much experience for each level. We import that data into the engine, and then that's used for that.
Okay.
Right now you see that number, I'm at level 2, it needs 400 to the next level. I put something temporary in that's just your level squared times 100. So if you're level 2, 2 times 2 is 4, times 100 is 400. Okay. So when I level up, it'll be 900 to the next. But that's just temporary.
That's just
so
easy.
Yeah. So I would talk to the designers, and they look at a bunch of other games. They look at numbers. They find references, and then they'll come back with either like, hey, we want an equation that looks like this, or we want to put it in a spreadsheet and have it imported like the other way, and then we'll get it working for them. So I don't know what their intention is right now. I know they want some sort of exponential growth type. Gain levels faster earlier on, and then later it takes a bit longer, and then longer.
And the way that they get to that is they play other games. They kind of look at, hey, like what does it take to get to level 10 in like Diablo 3 or something like that, or Victor Brand, one of those games, and then kind of look at that and be like, hey, okay, that worked for them because this reason, but we have unique challenges, so we might want to make it slower or faster, kind of thing. Yeah,
I mean, I think you always start with some sort of reference. It doesn't even have to be a game in the same genre. Looking at Diablo or Path of Exile or Grim Dawn seems pretty obvious, but you can look at any game that involves leveling, You could probably even look at a shooter that involves leveling mechanics. And just, a lot of times designers are going to do things that they enjoy in terms of, like, I played this game and I felt that the leveling progression was, oh man, these guys are
perfect.
Yeah. And, as well as it's taking feedback, playing it a lot. Like our designers are, people putting together the levels are obviously playing levels more than anyone. Oh man, my bread's still on cooldown.
Hello, Avy Davy. Welcome to the stream.
Oh man. Alright, we'll have to restart. I didn't see.
So then you start at the beginning.
Yeah,
but now the enemies are going to scale up. Whoa, what are these?
Oh, so this is a different layout. That's actually like a little fire trap. The waves are all randomized, so I'm still fighting wave 1 again, although I'm level 3, so the guys are going to be stronger.
And you have more skills. And
yeah, so I put that. Maybe I'll show the two-handed hammer because it's funny, because it's like super crowd control. Watch this. It's like...
That's awesome. Yeah, why would you use anything but that?
They switched that up, actually. It used to be a little more OP.
Is it even more crazy? Alright, listen, that's the best weapon. Let's just go with that.
Some people like the one I was just using. It deals more damage. I like crowd control because it makes it easier. You don't have to actually do as much. You just press buttons. That's kind of cool.
So there's going to be fire traps. Are there like plans for other secret traps possibly? Different arena layouts,
I'm not entirely sure because this is more just kind of showing off what some stuff we can do.
Okay.
Because obviously, like, you don't want to be able to just like run around fire and
cheese everybody.
Yeah. Like it hasn't been incorporated into their AI or anything like that yet.
Okay, and then I also see some like other gray boxed out stuff. So I guess there's potential to even have like different block drop-ins.
Yeah, we'll call them obstacles. So
okay.
Yeah, and this is artists are working on the actual pieces or whatever. Just for now, See what that ability does.
But yeah, I mean, this is still pretty. It's like a month in development, right? I mean, this.
Yeah, I think
is
it's about 5 weeks. Oh, this guy's pretty strong.
Yeah, Clang Bang's no joke.
I don't know what my 4 skill does. Leap Slam. Knockdown. So watch this.
Yeah, he's nice.
You want to get up? Oh,
no,
sorry.
Too bad.
Oh, sorry.
You're done.
That's kind of fun.
I just saw that wolf exit. Is that a monster closet he came out of? Is that what
yeah. Kind of. We don't. It's just a spawn area for now. The artists are making cool looking stuff for that.
Super secret stuff.
I honestly don't know how they'll be delivered. But like in our story mode, they'll jump off buildings or they'll climb up the sides of cliffs and stuff. So I'm sure there'll be similar types of stuff. Maybe they'll cartwheel in. I don't know.
Is that a possibility?
I hope so.
Is that like
maybe have some hardcore parkour in, right?
Yeah, I would be down for some hardcore parkour.
Just like jumping up.
Like I do like the kind of like portal from another dimension walk in. I am a fan of that entrance.
These guys are strong. Should I use some bread? Yeah, I got 6 bread. I'm good.
Oh, there's big boys. All right, you got the big boys now.
It's close.
That's awesome. So from here, obviously Art comes in and puts in new stuff. Like what else is on your plate? Like where do you go now that like XP and leveling's implemented?
Well, there's still I am currently working on enemy scaling. Right now they kind of scale same as they do in the regular game, which is like pretty much just based on your level.
Yeah.
So like their stats are whatever their type of enemy is at level 3. And if I were to level up right now, they wouldn't get stronger, but if new ones were spawned in, they would get stronger. But I am working on having them scale not just based on your level, but on the current wave you're playing. So, like I said, every time you beat, a number of hordes, I don't know the proper word for it. A wave is made up of multiple kind of like sets of enemies that you fight. And each time you beat one of those, you kind of increase the maximum wave you've beaten. That wave thing is a little confusing. And so, hopefully I can do it this time without... I mean, I could debug cheat and do it, but...
No one likes a cheater.
Yeah. Let's see if I can do it, just for our designers. And so I'm making it so... It's not just based on your level, but also the wave, and that if you're playing the highest wave that you've reached, it's going to be harder than playing a wave you've already beaten. But we don't want it to be the same difficulty every time, so that like when you play wave 1 at level 1, it's easy, but it's not. It'll be more difficult later when you're a higher level playing that same wave, because we don't want you to just come and be able to.
It'd be boring if you just come in and just slaughter everybody with it.
So it'll be a lot easier than playing maybe like a wave 10.
These guys are good.
They just have the stabby stab ability.
They have the Barakel skills, I think, right? Barakel. Rock them.
Yeah, they're just high DPS. Let me eat some bread.
Jerks. There's a nice... I like the mix of wolves and humans at the same time.
There's actually some lions in one of them.
Oh.
Yeah. Spoiler alert.
The lion boss is returning.
I mean, he's at 3 AoE...
Oh, okay, here's the boss, right?
Crowd control. No, I think this is still one before this guy is. Oh,
he's got some high health, man.
Akram, yeah, you're right.
That's a serious boss.
Alright, it's alright.
He's powerful.
It's okay. I got a whole bunch of these.
So he's kind of the end cap.
No!
The wave, right? This is the big guy that's gonna. This is how you earn your stripes.
Maybe this is like a special mini boss. Honestly, not positive.
Did you just get a really lucky seed?
I have no idea. I didn't get the luckiest. There's a good... Oh, look at that dodge.
Knocked him right out of the air. Yes.
Oh, apparently this guy is pretty... Ooh. Oh, that's no good.
This dude has a lot of health.
Yeah, he does. I mean, it's alright. Oh, did you see that? I got down to 3 HP.
Now it's getting intense.
Alright, well, I can't lose this now.
You can't. You're gonna your reputation is on the line here as a programmer. You can't beat
The
simple
game I
AI. Like, I mean, just
AI
behavior tree AI, dude. Like,
my bread still has a bit to go.
He's following your rules. He can only move with your rule set, and he's still beating you. You can't have that. It's horrible.
In the computer.
Thoughts of implementing a boss fight that doesn't just mindlessly chase you around the arena?
That's a good idea. You got a professional game designer.
This is still in very early stages. Expect to see all sorts of cool stuff. I mean, you can tell...
Our bosses will only do this.
Only ever. They will only just chase you in circles.
We had a design meeting and we said, only bosses that chase you.
That's all they can do. Yeah. They can chase you, and that's all they're gonna get to do.
Don't want anything else. Watch, I'll put them in some fire. How about that?
Yeah, there you go. See, you can also mindlessly chase you through fire and flames.
Easy mode.
Yeah, so expect lots of cool surprises.
I haven't killed them yet.
This is in early stages, and there's a lot of really cool stuff. And I mean, you're still at the stage of developing tools and implementing tools for the designers to even implement stuff.
Alright, I gotta make sure I don't die.
I'm sure they have a big wish list for you. How big is your list in Kanban of like things they want?
It's not too much. I'm actually gonna be working on some AI after I get this progression stuff done, which will hopefully have more interesting bosses that don't just chase you around.
They're thinking we should call the game The Chase.
The Chase?
Yeah, The Chase.
It's not bad.
That's
the Chase Through
title.
Fire, yeah.
Yeah, The Chase Through Fire.
Champions of Canaan. The Chase.
Yeah, Champions of
Alright,
the
there
Chase.
we go. Boom.
So that's a game loop of the waves. You beat the boss.
5 arena tokens?
Ooh.
I think I should have gotten more than that. I want a Miracle Stone.
Look at that.
I didn't get it.
That's nice armor.
Yeah? You like it? You like
yeah, I do like it.
Pantsless?
Wave 1, the chase is on. Kappa. Oh, no, that's not Kappa. That's, is that Bob Ross? It is. It's Kappa Bob Ross. Wow.
This looks pretty
sweet.
sweet.
You know that? They have Bob Ross Kappa now.
I don't know what that is.
Okay, so that's Kappa.
Oh, like
and that's
emo?
Bob Ross Kappa.
I'm just not with you.
You're not with the Twitch stuff.
Young folks anymore. Yeah. So I can fight another match now. Oh, if you want me to. So this would be the next.
So then it gets more difficult. New seeds.
Wolf Wave.
And then there's a nice little social hub where you can go upgrade your gear, trade stuff,
yeah,
etc.
I can always go back. I can just die.
Oh, there's a lion.
Lion.
There's 2 lions. Wow. That's a good place to kind of like tease people a little bit. Get attacked, eaten by 2 lions. Everyone, we are Kingdom Games ATX. That is Kingdom Games, Austin, Texas. There's a bunch of links to all of our stuff. The game is 5 Guardians of David. Right now it is on Steam on sale for $9.99. This is a new extension, secret, super secret mode that is in development. And who knows when it will come out, when it will be finished. No one knows, but there's lots of cool stuff going on. If you have any questions for Brandon, lead programmer, genius extraordinaire, please drop them in the chat. And Brandon, so I always like to end on kind of a non-work related note. You do anything fun this weekend? Any good plans? What are you playing this weekend? Are you playing
this weekend? Yeah. I'm sure I'll be playing some games. I actually played Overwatch last weekend, and that was a really fun game.
Did you like it?
I think we talked about it already, yeah.
I have not talked... I've talked to Jay about it. She said it's awesome, but I don't know much.
It's really fun. It's kind of like TF2, but new, you know? Like, I've played so much TF2 that there's not much they can do that's really gonna... Yeah, I do like what they do with their Halloween and their events, and, you know...
Yeah, but it's 10 years. It's about 10 years old now.
And, you know, it's Blizzard, so it's very high quality. I actually have never played any of the Souls games before, but I've played like 45 minutes of Dark Souls 3 now.
Yeah.
So.
Are you sold on it?
It seems fun. I beat the first boss, so I'm not a complete noob, I guess.
Nice.
I gotta get used to the
first boss
controls.
Count, though.
Yeah.
First boss, it's just tutorial.
I didn't fight the crystal lizard thing. Spoiler alert.
Oh, come on, man.
Sorry.
I played a little bit of Dark Souls, mostly in co-op. I played a little bit of Demon Souls and didn't even finish the tutorial.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Titan Souls I'm a huge fan of, which is like the 2D inspiration where it's like you take one hit, bosses take one hit.
Mm-hmm.
That's really awesome. But Overwatch is it deathmatch or is it
it's
control
like
point or is it everything? Like,
pretty much like all the TF2 modes. They don't have capture the flag yet, but they have like control point. They have I don't know what they call it, but it's essentially payload.
Awesome.
So like
cart defense.
Yeah, and really
they escort the VIP team. That's really what it is.
They took a lot of the. But they actually have like a payload-looking thing. It's not exactly the same, but it's kind of like something on.
So it's really like super heavy, inspired by TF2.
Yeah, I mean they do a lot of things that TF does nicely. TF2 is it's really easy to tell like your teammates from enemies. TF2 they use the blue red, but they also do some stuff with outlining, and it just makes it like for someone that's not very good at shooters like me, I have a really hard time in certain shooters like finding enemies on screen as well as telling them apart from my own guys. Yeah. And in Overwatch they do that with TF2. They really use like the blue and red and outlines very well, so like you always know like, hey, this is the bad guys, I gotta shoot them.
You're going down.
Yeah.
Alright, Brandon, as always, appreciate you coming on, chatting with us.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody, I will see you next week. We will be with Chelsea, I think.
Nice.
Talking QA stuff.
Cool.
Rock and roll.